welcome back to the channel. As always, the hair might be fake, but the reviews aren't, and they're my opinions. Today we're going over Dartzone Thunderbolt, flywheel-powered semi-mac magazine-fed blaster from Dartzone. Let's get into the video. Included is the blaster, darts, 15-round magazine, instructions, QR code to website, and detachable stock. Starting up the front, there is no instruct barrel lug. Bummer, it's a Dartzone blaster. They're never going to do it. Moving back, you have this grip. There's nothing to manipulate down here. It's just place your hand, have it there. It feels good in the hand. Good spot. Up here you have the Dartzone rails with the detachable sights. These iron sights are awful. They are garbage to look through, and honestly are probably going to hurt your accuracy more than help it. I don't recommend looking through these at all. And these are on Dartzone's Picatinny style rails. Quotations around Picatinny doesn't mean it's actual Picatinny rail. There is a noticeable difference between that and firearm Picatinny rail. Moving down to the magwell. This magwell is actually really good. And inserted I have the included 15-round style banana magazine. This magazine is awful. The quality in this magazine is that of honestly Busby or early stage X shot, and it is very disappointing how much flex there is in that magazine. It is very disappointing on that. But fitting of this magazine and insertion of this magazine into the blaster is totally fine. And this blaster is compatible with your 18-round stick mags. There is no issue with your 18-round stick mags going into this blaster. So even if you have a magazine with the lump on it, so a magazine like this with that lump, like all my 18s have, the magazine and insertion of this, it feels great, it is smooth, and it will still grab drop. A lot of people have complained that the distance from here to mag race is actually a little bit longer than usual. I have larger than average sized hands. It's totally fine for me to, put the mag race with my off finger, or you can go like this and pull it off that way. Moving back to the fire control grouping, you have the rev trigger. To fire a blaster, you want to hold this down for a few seconds before you do that. And now we're moving on to the actual trigger. This trigger is extremely smooth, extremely buttery, and I love it. The length of pull, it's great, it feels great, and it's awesome. This rev trigger, I'm not the biggest fan of. It is a 2-finger rev trigger, and I don't like that personally. I feel like I almost have to have my fingers like that, and it's uncomfortable. When I have a blaster, like a Strife, I'm holding it like this, kind of just having my finger off of it until I'm ready to go, like that. You can hold it with just one, but it becomes more awkward and feels almost cramping on your hand. Moving back, this is something we've seen on the Maxim Pro, is a M4 buffer tube. It's not a true M4 buffer tube because it is a different style of buffer tube. This is a similar part that Worker's been making. Put a photo up right here for a number of years now, and this part is manufactured way worse than the other one I was talking about. However, if you try to put this on a M4 buffer tube, it will not fit because it is manufactured differently. It's manufactured to this style, not the other style, so not to the actual firearm spec one. This stock has multiple positions of collapse. It is a very stable stock for everything that I have had about it. This blaster takes 6 AA alkaline batteries to run and will not function without them. With all that being said, let's just stop talking and I'll show you guys this thing firing. Starting out with Dartzone chili darts. bit faster now. Now firing blue Nerf elite darts. Radio out of the magazine. Now a little bit faster. Firing this blaster was a lot of fun, and the experience you get from firing this blaster is awesome. As you could see, Nerf darts, don't use them. Chili darts, waffle darts are great choices for any blaster, so I highly recommend waffle darts. I put this blaster up on a chronograph, and I got an average of 115 feet per second. That is IMR strife levels of feet per second, which is ridiculous. Now, that's all the objective information I can give you, not on my personal opinion. I'm extremely happy with this blaster. I think it is a great offering. It is a great blaster for darts to produce. They learned from their mistakes with the 18-round stick mag issue that I had with the Magwell and the Spectrum. And with it hitting above 100 feet per second, and what my IMR stripes were doing, it's pretty impressive. My only reason on not using this blaster is the responsiveness and the rev up time of my IMR stripes are a lot better, and just the consistency I get and the power output I get and the rev up time I get from my IMR stripes are a lot better compared to running 6-way alkaline batteries. Obviously, if you're a modder, you could totally rip this thing apart and mod the crap out of it. Now to my buy recommendation. If you're a stock class nerfer, completely look into one of these on eBay, because you can't buy them in stores. They completely have gotten rid of them by the time this review comes out. You look on eBay, you can find them pretty cheap. I bought mine for about 12 bucks, which is pretty cheap if you ask me. If you're a modder, try to get your hands on one of these and hold one if your friend has one, and decide if you want to mod this or a strife or another blaster, because it's very subjective. This is definitely more of a carbine-esque blaster that is not able to be shrunken down like the strife. You can't just add a barrel to it and take the barrel off whenever you want. It's like this. It's a primary class blaster. This isn't something you're having as a sidearm. So, kind of a mixed opinion. I'm going to stick to my strifes though. But with all that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, as always, the hair might be fake, but the reviews aren't. Neither are my opinions. Stay safe. God bless. Phase 1 Foam sign off. Stay tactical.